What's going on, everyone? Casey Veggies coming to you live from the backyard garden on a sunny May afternoon in my newly constructed tomato patch, and we're planting tomatoes today. I've got 4 varieties that I started back on May 11th according to the Garden Journal. I've got a Zoycia, which is a medium yellow slicer. I've got a Brandywine, a big heirloom red slicer. I've got a Sun Gold cherry tomato, small, yellow, sweet, my favorite cherry tomato. And I've got a Washington cherry, which is a medium-sized cherry tomato, not as sweet, perfect for deconstructed BLT salads. So we got 4 varieties. We've got 4 spots, here, 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 and here. We've got tomato cages. We've got some generic organic fertilizer, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium in there. And we're gonna get to planting these tomatoes. So when planting tomatoes, you're gonna plant them fairly deep in the soil. So your first step is to dig a deep trench, kind of like I've done here. Go down half a foot at least. You're gonna dislodge your tomato from your pot. This is the Sun Gold here. And kind of break up these roots. And then the key thing with a tomato is they're gonna grow roots off this entire stem. So we're gonna just remove delicately the leaves and the stems coming off this lower stem. And it's not gonna hurt the plant at all. You can see maybe little hairs coming off this main stalk here, and roots will grow off this entire stalk. So we're gonna get this entire stalk under the level of the soil, which is why I'm taking these lower stems and leaves off. So we've done that. And then the other thing you wanna do too is if there's any flowers that have already grown on the tomato, take those off as well. Just because we're gonna focus on getting the plant big first before producing fruit, and it's gonna generate the energy towards getting this plant big and healthy before fruit. So I've just taken off any small flowers. It'll postpone maybe the time to fruit, but I think ultimately it'll result in a healthier and more robust, with more fruit in the long run, tomato plant. And the other thing you're gonna wanna do is add some fertilizer to your trench that you've dug. That's in there. Mix it with the soil a little bit. Before this whole process, I amended this bed with compost, which is also a critical step when planting anything, just gardening in general. And with this tomato, move these guys so you can see. I'm gonna lay it in the trench, and then pull up on it, backfill it with the dirt, the soil, kind of press the soil down right around the base to give it some support. Looks pretty good. And then of course, water. When watering tomato plants, just put the hose at the base, turn it on at a medium flow, and just kind of let it sit there and soak the tomato for a couple minutes, and that ought to get the roots the adequate amount of water. And then lastly, come with a tomato cage over the top. That'll give it some support as it grows up big. So that, I like to put the leaves over the bottom rung of the tomato cage. That's planting tomatoes. So I'm gonna get to planting the rest of these, and it's gonna be a good day. Thanks for checking me out. Casey Veggies, peace. What up? I do have a video going, but it's mainly, I've already done the talking. And we'll see how it turned out. I don't know.